He's the burning scar, the flame won't die on the twin suns.
My first day as a member of the 501st. It was hot, it was sandy, chaotic. Nothing at all like the simulations on Kamino. Of course, that's pretty much the way it was for all of us, wasn't it? All that breeding, all those years of training. It doesn't really prepare you for all the screaming or the blood, does it? Frankly, I'm still amazed we ever made it through the first hour. Never mind the first day. Your simulation days are over, Trooper. This is a real battle. And if you mess up, you'll really end up in a world of pain. Now get out there! Some activity has been reported in the vicinity of Checkpoint Alpha. Get there and secure the area. Droid scouts have been detected in the area. Take them out before they can report our position. Nice work, clone. Let's hope those scouts didn't get word back to their army. Now, finish off that damaged Hellfire droid using your thermal detonators. Good job, but the droid army is headed this way. Capture the downed Techno-Union ship to secure a stronger foothold for our troops. Need health and ammo. Go to the downed Techno-Union ship and switch to the engineer class at the command post there. Good. Now use your fusion cutter to repair the health and ammo droid.
Take cover! Keep up the assault!
Nice work, Trooper. The CIS have sent in a column of spider walkers. Get to the ATT clone and make it fast. Now take one of those walkers down before they do some serious damage. The Geonosian got killed and dropped a holocron on top of the Techno-Union ship. Use a command post to switch to the Jet Trooper class. Now use your jump jets to get up there and acquire that holocron and bring it back to Checkpoint Alpha. Who knows what secrets it might hold. The CIS are holed up in the cliff bunker. Get up there and take over that post. It will give us a strong vantage point on the battlefield. to pick off some droids and help thin out the CIS forces. Grab a sniper rifle and take out some droids. Those spider walkers are tearing us to ribbons. Get to a CP and switch to the heavy trooper class. Now take your rocket launcher and give one of those spiders a taste of some heavy fire. Has arrived on the battlefield. A lightsaber will come in handy against these droids. Let's knock down the CIS reinforcements a bit. Push the CIS back, take over their bunker to the north. Incredibly, the 501st survived the crucible of Geonosis, emerging battle-hardened and ready for whatever the war would throw at us. In the waning months of the Clone Wars, the 501st faced missions critical to the agenda of Chancellor Palpatine. When we arrived at the bombed-out ruins of Mygeeto, our Jedi commander believed we had been sent to take out a droid energy collector. What Ki-Adi-Mundi didn't know, however, was that our unit of the 501st was really after an experimental Mygeetan power source that the Chancellor wanted for his super laser. Keeping Mundi in the dark wasn't easy. The Jedi had become increasingly wary of the Chancellor's doings, and were on the lookout for the slightest hint of treachery. Just like the rest of them, though, he never caught whiff of what was really going on, until it was far too late.
All right, men. Today's target is an energy collector on the northern section of the platform. If we can take it down, production facilities in the area will grind to a halt. Let's move them out. The enemy's forward command post is on the other side of this bridge. We'll have to capture it before moving on.
Let's turn this place into a scrap pile.
Well done, man. Now we need to make some space for General Mundi to land. Take out those turrets and clear the deck. One more to go. Listen up, man. Before we can begin our assault on the energy collector, we have to get past the shield barricade. Get behind the shield and take out the generator. Capture the CP will serve as an excellent lookout point for our mission. We have to penetrate their shield barricades. So load up and move out. Take down the core shield by destroying the generator. Down. Let's take out the core. Good work. Now collect the core samples and return them to the dropship on the other side of the bridge. Now take the crystals back to the dropship.
the dropship.
Nicely done, gentlemen. Your work here today has made the Chancellor a very happy man.
The success of the mission on Mygeeto was something of a revelation for the men of the 501st. Suddenly, we realized that the Jedi could be fooled. And if they could be fooled, they could be killed. As the Clone Wars progressed, more and more ground-based legions found themselves pressed into space combat, including the fighting forces of the 501st. For months, every hour of our downtime was spent in the simulator, preparing for the time we would face our enemies from the cockpit of a 170. Finally, the day came to earn our wings. The CIS had staged a daring kidnapping of Chancellor Palpatine, and was being escorted from Coruscant by a fleet of separatist ships. With only a few veteran pilots on planet, many of the 501st were pressed into service to drive off the Seps and buy time for a pair of Jedi Knights to rescue the Chancellor.
Control to pilots. Prep your ships for battle.
Pilots and Marines, get to your ships. The Jedi are depending on you. Incoming fighters, take them out. Clan ship acting as a frigate for the droids. Destroy it.
Finish off that bomber! Droid starfighter!
Pilots, focus your fire on the main CIS ships. We need their shields down as quickly as possible. Take down the droid communications array. That'll give you an opening. Now that they're in disarray, fly into their hangar and land. Be careful.
They've launched the transport!
Use rockets or time bombs to destroy the internal systems. Grab a fighter and destroy the bridge of the enemy cruiser.
Attention, clear the hangar area. Repeat, clear the hangar area.
You picked up a bomber. Take down that TIE fighter.
Well done, gents. With flying like that, the Republic is well on its way to victory.
After disabling the final capital ship, General Kenobi and Skywalker took advantage of the opportunity we'd created and rescued the Chancellor. Took all the credit, too. It's been said that the 501st got the best of the war. We also got the worst. On Felucia, the Seps dug their metal heels into the muck of that alien hellhole and dared the Republic to come in after them. So we did. Only to be met with the month after month of flesh-eating diseases, shrieking nocturnal predators, and other sights that haunt me to this day. Cut off and for all we knew, abandoned by our superiors. Our only hope was Ayla Secura, our Jedi commander. Without her iron will, none of us would have come out of that mess with our sanity or our lives. When her death came, I hope it was quick. She earned that much.
Our forward unit is under attack by some kind of creatures. Get up there and give them some support.
What is that thing? Where are they? Oh no, they're all dead!
This ATTE is out of commission.
Movement to the north!
Here they come. Wipe out these creatures before they rip our unit apart.
Stay clear of the atway. Aim for the enemy!
To go. Nice work. Just one more.
Stay clear of the atway.
CIS units have been detected moving in this direction. Defend the ATTE until Jedi Master Sakuda arrives.
Take out that battle droid! Super battle droid! Take him down! Decision! Check your fire! We're gaining on him! We got droids! Super battle droid! Take him down! Check your fire! That's the way it's done. Take out that battle droid! They've set in the super! Grenade, take cover! Check your fire! Now that's how it's done!
Ayla Sakuda has landed. A Republic gunship crashed in the brush near here. Acquire its power cell and bring it back to reactivate the ATTE.
This is Sakura. How can I help? Initiate repair. Keep going.
Nice work. The ATTE has been reactivated. The CIS offensive is being mounted from the fungal tree to the south. Advance on their base of operations there and take out their primary defense turrets.
Watch your flank! Super battle droid! Take him down!
Nice work. The Separatists' assault on Felucia has been a severe one. We have them on the run.
Eradicate the clone.
Keep up the assault!
When the 501st was finally rotated out of Felucia, Ayla Sakuda made a point of seeing us off personally, calling us the bravest soldiers she had ever seen. It's a good thing we were wearing helmets, because none of us could bear to look her in the eye. When the Separatists' invasion of Kashyyyk caught the Republic flat-footed, a detachment of the 501st was sent in to stop the bleeding until reinforcements could arrive. It was a textbook suicide mission, and we knew it. As we fought our way into Kashyyyk's atmosphere, most of us believed that the only way we'd be getting off this planet was in a body bag.
All hands to battle stations. Repeat, all hands to battle station.
The droids have put up a blockade around Kashyyyk. If we're going to punch through, we'll need to weaken their forces. Pilots, focus your attacks on their support ships.
Attention, clear the hangar area. Repeat, clear the hangar area.
Are pounding our shields. Take out those heavy turrets. Well done, pilot. Head back to the hangar for your next objective. Take an LAAT into the enemy hangar, land it, and destroy the ship's internal systems.
Repairing vehicle. Attention, clear the hangar area. Repeat, clear the hangar area. You picked up a try.
All hands to hangar area. Repeat, all hands to hangar area.
Getting out.
local systems and destroy their fuel and life support systems.
Droid Starfighter, take evasive action.
Command has an easy mission, pilot. Grab the enemy's battle plan holocron and bring it back to our hangar. Well done, man. Now let's get down there and liberate Kashyyyk.
As the 501st finally broke through the SEP blockade over Kashyyyk, I took a long look back at the battle that continued to rage over the planet, and wondered why so many had to die for a bunch of walking carpets. Then I followed my orders and turned planetward. When we arrived on Kashyyyk, things were just as bad as we feared. The droids had us outgunned, outmaneuvered, and outmanned by a 5-to-1 margin. What none of us had counted on was the Wookiees. We'd all heard the stories, of course, but we'd never fought next to them. Never seen them rip apart a droid with their bare hands. They were magnificent. Even so, it was still a suicide mission. At least it was until Master Yoda arrived. Then it became a battle. A winnable battle.
This is it, men. We have to hold this beachhead until reinforcements arrive. No retreats, no excuses.
Repairing vehicle. They've sent in the supers. Someone take out that buzzer.
seawall. We must protect the Wookiee base.
You got it. For the Republic!
We must defend the oil refinery at all costs. If we don't, this whole place is going to blow.
For the Chancellor! Watch your flank! We've got droids! Sniper fire! The bigger they are, the harder they fall. Good shot! Check your fire! That's the way it's done. Watch your flank! Bring the shooting, trooper!
I'm going to the attack.
Aim for the enemy! They're coming around!
They've breached the sea wall. Brace yourselves.
Watch those wrist rockets! We're eating them! Incoming! For the Chancellor! Come on! Good shot! They're flanking us! Watch those wrist rockets! For the Chancellor! Friendly fire! Battle droid! Keep up the assault! Destroy the turret! Get 'em up and knock 'em down! Watch your flank! Take 'em to good shot! Republic can't spare any more reinforcements.
They've breached the sea wall. Brace yourselves.
We're eating 'em! Friendly fire! Sniper, get down! Battle droid! I'm on 'em!
They've breached the sea wall. Brace yourselves.
For the Republic! The bigger they are, the harder they fall. Set 'em up and knock 'em down. Keep up the assault. Knock it off. They're coming around.
Way to hold them back, man. Now let's push forward and send them packing.
Proud I am to stand by Wookiees in their hour of need. You'll do you something. Here I am.
Battle droid! I'm on 'em.
yourselves. Great work, troops. Kashyyyk lives to fight another day.
With the timely arrival of Master Yoda, the 501st was able to hold the line against the Seps on Kashyyyk. We left as heroes. Years later, we'd return as conquerors. In our bones, we knew the war was almost over. The galaxy held its breath, waiting to see which side would make the final, daring move. As fortune would have it, the Republic moved first. After the Chancellor informed the Jedi Council that General Grievous and the Sepp leaders were hiding on Utapau, General Kenobi gathered an army large enough to capture 3 star systems. When the orders reached the 501st, our morale soared. For better or worse, this would be the beginning of the end.
There is a 2-story building just a bit southwest of your position. Assault that command post.
Battle droid, knock him down!
CP will serve as an excellent lookout point for our mission.
Efficient.
CP further down the highway. Clear any enemies on the highway and secure the area.
Take out
secure Hangar 10, and we'll send in a dropship to back you up. General Obi-Wan has landed on this level. He should be able to help you troopers quite a bit.
General Kenobi reporting for duty. Feel the Force.
In Hangar 10. Take him out before he wipes out our forces.
Feel the Force.
That are causing our flyboys quite a bit of trouble. They need you to destroy those guns. Then they're going to land the heavy support units.
This is going better than I expected.
Nice work. Destroy the other gun and Hangar 10 will be ours. Stand by for heavy support units, soldier. Tanks incoming. Now, soldier, destroy that energy tower.
Sniper! Sniper! For the Republic! We've got droids!
For the Republic, we are victorious.
With the death of General Grievous at the hands of General Kenobi, the Utapau raid had broken the back of the Separatists. Under normal circumstances, it would have been a time for celebration. But our next orders put paid to those thoughts. But no one said a word. Not on the flight to Coruscant, not when Order 66 came down, and not when we marched into the Jedi Temple. Not a word.
Tonight the fall of the Jedi is at hand. We have been directed by the highest authority to wipe out the insurgent Jedi Order that threatens our great empire. Our first objective is to capture the Council Chamber. Lord Vader will be our field commander. Let's keep the chatter low and move out.
For the Republic! Don't let the Jedi get you out! Friendly fire! They're coming around! They're coming around! Mark that turret! That's the way it's done!
Attention troops, double time to the library. The Jedi are attempting to destroy the library's holobooks. In direct defiance of command. Stop them.
They're flanking us! For the Chancellor!
Stop the destruction of the Jedi holobooks. If you can keep at least one of the bookcases intact for at least 2 minutes, command can scan the contents of the library.
Fight the Jedi and take them down! Enemies down! Fall back! On the side! Just like the Sith. Set them up and knock them down!
Your next objectives are a pair of holocrons, rumored to contain the sum of Sith and Jedi knowledge. The first one is located on the comm room. Retrieve it and bring it to the veranda.
Watch out for those lightsabers.
They're flanking us! No!
There he is, near the Star Chamber. You must defeat this Jedi and bring his holocron to the veranda drop-off point.
For the Republic!
That was exhilarating.
Excellent progress. With the last of the holocrons secured, we can deal with the remainder of the Jedi here. Execute the 3 Jedi Masters who have poisoned the minds of their impressionable students against the Empire. Let them bear witness to the cost of rebellion.
Grenade! Grenade! For the Republic! We're outnumbered! We're gaining low!
Our new Emperor will be pleased. Primary mission objectives complete. The Jedi Temple has been secured.
That was exhilarating.
Die! Die! Die!
Palpatine's rise to power was complete. In recognition of our service and loyalty to the Emperor, the 501st were placed under the direct command of Lord Vader. Armed with deadly new weapons, blazing new ships, and shiny new armor, our presence let the galaxy know that the days of the old Republic were well and truly over. We were establishing a new era, an era of order and peace. During the rise of the Empire, the Emperor's home planet of Naboo rapidly established itself as a major irritant. After a number of Naboo's ambassadors were sent home in various states of dismemberment, her newly elected queen broke off diplomatic ties and began exploring military options. Clearly, it was time for a regime change. A change that would be effected by the 501st, now under the direct command of Darth Vader. Our orders were simple: to infiltrate the city, take out their leader, sending a clear signal to other potential troublemakers in the Empire.
Welcome to the capital city of Theed. Tonight, we will be performing a radical destabilization of the Theed government via the elimination of their queen. She is heavily guarded in the central plaza by a group of Jedi and an auto-turret grid. In order to defeat these defenses, we must set up a perimeter around the central plaza and shut down the auto-turret grid. Careful, soldier. Your numbers are few, and the mission's success rests on your shoulders.
We need more troopers like you. Good shot. And stay down. Like they want to be killed.
Now it's on to the Embassy Plaza. Move out.
Copy that.
Watch out, soldier. The auto-turret grid is still online. Keep you and your men out of the central plaza until we can find a way to shut down the turret grid. So far, so good. Now capture the guard post past the embassy. If you need some extra firepower, we've managed to sneak a tank for you at the embassy command post. Use it wisely.
Go, go, go! Fire on that fighter tank.
Now we must destroy the auto-turret grid console, clearing access to the central plaza. Destroy it, and the Queen will be ours.
We need more troopers like you!
The Queen's personal Jedi bodyguards have broken from the palace. Destroy them. Her royal guard are trying to escape. Quickly, you must eliminate the Queen at all costs. You have performed a great service for the Empire. The Queen's death will serve as an example to other nation rebellions, saving countless lives.
With the Queen eliminated, Naboo quickly fell in line. It was the first time the 501st was called upon to adjust a planet's government. But it wouldn't be the last. Within months, the 501st gained a well-deserved reputation as Vader's fist. Although the Clone Wars were over, some people never seemed to get the message. The worst case of denial was Gizo Delso, a Geonosian separatist who'd somehow escaped Lord Vader's efforts to wipe out the remnants of the CIS. Lord Vader tracked him to Mustafar and brought us in to finish the job. It seemed like a simple enough mission. But when we saw the fleet of droid ships hovering over the planet, we suddenly realized that Delso's denial mechanisms were a little more dangerous than we'd imagined.
Sir, the droids have landed on our ship. We can't launch our fighters.
Calm down, pilot. Get out there and destroy that transport. Use any means necessary to clear the hangar.
Attention! All second-stage pilots on deck!
Roger on our side.
Attention! All second-stage pilots on deck!
Now get into your fighters and give those droids all you've got. Destroy their fighters and bombers. Watch out for the asteroids, pilots. They're easy to destroy, but that doesn't mean they aren't dangerous.
Calm down! Stay down! Watch where you're shooting! Recon bomber behind you! Take that fighter down! Trying to make the rest of us look bad. Fighter sneaks up on you. Target that bomber. Radar not operational. What's in your manual?
Attack their shields. Use a bomber to deliver the maximum damage.
Well done, Lieutenant. Take that bomber down! Trying to make the rest of us look bad. Hostile behind you. Trying to make the rest of us look bad.
Lord Vader's just issued a new order. He wants someone to land in the enemy's hangar, steal one of their strike bombers, and return it to our hangar. Get moving, pilots.
Take down that bomber!
Excellent job, pilots. Lord Vader will be most pleased.
Picked up a bomber!
The slight whiff of nostalgia the 501st had enjoyed fighting the droid fleet over Mustafar had already grown sour by the time we'd established orbital positions. Now it was time to find out what this was all about. By the time we'd made our way to the molten surface of Mustafar, it was apparent that Delso had been a busy little bug. All by his lonesome, he'd found a previously hidden droid factory, fired it up and cranked out his own private army of battle droids. Needless to say, this got the men of the 501st a little hot under the helmet, and not just because of all that lava. Truth be told, we'd all had our fill of those gearheads during the war, and we couldn't stomach the thought of going through another one. So we blew them up. Blew up the droids, blew up the factory. Damn near blew up the planet.
the lava observation.
Lead on. Hostile dead. Great killing. Whoa! Watch your flanks. Troy! Never battle droid! Check your fire! Take that, scum! Need more troopers like you! For the Empire! Shut down the droid! Incoming! Super battle droid, take him down!
Tear out their servants.
Hold it!
Take control of the walkway.
Watch out for snipers!
Keep moving.
Sniper spotted at 2 o'clock. Super battle droid! Droid! Hostile dead! Watch your flank!
That collection base looks like a good place to make a stand. Capture it!
Hold down! Whoa! Watch it! Get the droid! Droid, take out that turret!
Any droid we don't destroy today will come back to haunt us tomorrow. Wipe them out! These Geonosians have been working on a new Confederate infantry prototype. Destroy the schematics before they can use them to build a new droid army.
Coming around! Good shot!
One of our boys got killed bringing the other beacon. Go out and retrieve it. Get that beacon to the central antenna. back to the collection base and watch the fireworks.
It's raining bugs!
Kill 'em all! One droid rebelling.
Catch your fire!
The destruction of the mining facility put an end to any thoughts of a second droid rebellion. For the first time in years, the man of the 501st could relax and get about the business of maintaining an empire, rather than building one. Officially, there never was a clone rebellion on Kamino. Unofficially, approximately 20 years after we were created, a special detachment of the Imperial 501st Legion was dispatched to Kamino with orders to eradicate an army of clones that had been bred to take arms against the Empire. Our mission commander, an expert on the inner workings of Kamino, was a young bounty hunter named Boba Fett.
ATL, let's get this over with.
Boba Fett has been chosen to lead a small task force into the Kamino Cloning Center. His familiarity with the center's layout and access codes should give us the element of surprise. Before we leave, the Empire wants us to collect some DNA samples from our evil brothers.
Is that all you've got?
Get that sample back to ship immediately. DNA sample secure. Pulling ship back to a safe distance. Good job. Now take that CP and await further orders. objectives. Destroy the computers keeping the Kaminoans' clone pods alive before they can create any more traitorous anti-troopers.
Objective complete. Clone pod life support down. They won't be cloning another army anytime soon.
The Kaminoans are evacuating in 5 minutes. Take down their transports before they can escape.
This job's finished. I'm out of here.
Watch that turret! Target the trooper.
Someone take out that clone! I think that's the last we'll be seeing of those guys. Sure hope so.
The bounty hunter left after the battle was over. He said something about tracking down a smuggler on Tatooine. After the Kamino uprising, the Emperor decided that an army of genetically identical soldiers was too susceptible to corruption. Future troopers would be cloned from a variety of templates. Though the 501st itself remained pure, the rest of the Imperial army gradually became more and more diverse. We never really got used to the new guys. Once it was finally finished, the Death Star was the Emperor's favorite toy. It was also the most boring assignment in the galaxy for a stormtrooper. Tedious inspection drills, endless hours of guarding impregnable force field generators. Things got so bad that when a prison break erupted in the cell block, we were almost happy to have someone shooting at us again. If only we'd known what an embarrassing snipe storm we were about to wade into. We probably would have jettisoned the whole detention block into space.
Attention, Hangar 84G. There is a prison riot in progress. A contingent of the 501st is inbound from an exterior inspection. Join up with the squad mates in the hangar and quell this riot. Rebel forces are converging on Hangar 84G. We cannot allow any of them to escape. Defend the hangar!
Nice finish, Trooper. Get the huddle. Go! Get the Wookiee!
On the side. I want those rebels dead. For the Empire. Fall back. Wipe them out.
We need more troopers like you. Whoa! Watch where you're shooting! Watch your flank! Take out that rebel scum! Hit the dirt now! Thanks. Wipe them out. Great shooting!
Hangar 84G is secure. The riot originated in cell block 2180. Get up there and secure that cell block.
I want those rebels dead!
One of the rebels managed to get his hands on the plans for this battle station. We cannot allow those plans to leave this outpost. Dispatch the rebel carrying the plans and return them to our forces.
That rebel scum.
He's coming around.
They're all over.
We're in the safe number. Let's do it.
Well done. The plans have been secured. The prisoners have captured the fire control room. You must not allow them to damage the main cannon.
Take out that rebel scum. I got your six.
Get the rebels.
control room is ours.
I want those rebels.
The rebels have infiltrated Hangar 85G and are preparing to escape in one of the shuttles. Get to the hangar and take out that shuttle before it takes off. Escapes the Death Star. Troopers, there is a Jedi in the TIE hangar. He is the source of this rebellion. Destroy this man. Now. The rebel leader has been destroyed. Our reinforcements can take it from here. The uprising has been crushed. Well done. Lord Vader will be most pleased with your performance.
Take out that sniper!
After the embarrassment of the prison break, Lord Vader removed us from our comfortable belay and began dragging the 501st across the galaxy in a dangerous hunt for the now missing Death Star plans. Ironically, our punishment eventually proved to be our salvation. The poor souls who took our place in the detention area were completely wiped out when the Death Star was destroyed. By the time of the raid on Polis Massa, the men of the 501st were starting to get a little sick of this so-called rebellion. In the past, we'd secretly enjoyed putting down a local insurrection or two. They kept the troops sharp and the Empire feared. But these rebels were different. They were organized, they were growing, and they were everywhere. The raid on Polis Massa was a perfect example of how things were starting to fall apart. We were supposed to go in, wipe out a small band of rebels, and recover some stolen Imperial plans on an encrypted holodisk. Before we knew it, we were nearly overrun by rebel forces, with the holodisk nowhere to be found.
All right, men, Lord Vader wants this raid done by the book. Our first objective is the comm center, just beyond this hangar.
Think that armor's gonna help?
Taking you down. Grenade! Take cover! On the sides!
Nicely executed, troops. Now it's time to make our way to the base command building on the far side of the facility. If our intelligence is right, along the way we'll find a rebel holodisk containing some very important plans.
Watch your flanks. Watch your flanks. Take out that spy!
It'll take time to realign the comm dish and transmit the data from the holodisk. You'll have to hold off the rebels until the transmission is complete. Do not let the comm facility fall into enemy hands.
Go! Get the Wookiee! Thanks, Trooper. He's coming around.
caverns of this complex. The rebels have a data bank that holds Imperial encryption codes that can be used to eavesdrop on our ship-to-ship communications. Make your way to the caverns and destroy the data bank. I've got good news and bad news. The good news is it's time to get off this dreary rock. The bad news is the rebels have taken over the hangars. You'll have to fight our way out.
Get up!
Stormtrooper!
raid is a success. And even though the holodesk didn't have the plans we're looking for, it will lead us to someone who does.
Sniper! Rebel, take him out! He's coming around.
Even though the Polis Massa raid was only a partial success, we finally had a lead on the whereabouts of the Death Star plans, which suited the 501st just fine. With the information gathered on Polis Massa, Vader concluded that the stolen plans had been given to Princess Leia Organa of Alderaan. We weren't surprised. For all their talk of being a peaceful planet, Alderaan had been thumbing its nose at the Empire for years. After a brief and pointless battle, we boarded the ship, the Tantive 4, over Tatooine, began looking for the plans, and waited for Lord Vader's arrival.
Lord Vader has tracked the stolen Imperial plans to Ambassador Organa. Retrieve the plans and bring the ambassador to Lord Vader. Alive.
For the Empire!
On the side!
To the tech room.
What is that eating, my master?
Vader! Let's find another way around. Where's the sniper?
We'll need to take out the security mainframes on the bridge before we can gain access to the rest of the ship.
Stuff never gets old. Feel power.
Ship's access codes to gain entry to the escape pod areas. Make your way to the engine room and retrieve them from the security terminal on the second floor.
It's Vader. Feel the power of the dark side.
Disable the turbine to clear our way to the terminal.
Watch your fire!
Your strength is nothing compared to the dark side.
Take the access code to the tech room terminal.
Affirmative. Rebel, take him out.
Take out that sniper!
Feel the power of the dark side.
Watch your fire!
Nice work. Now let's clear those rebels out of the escape pod bays and secure the rest of the ship. Princess Leia must be captured before she can escape.
Take out the Imperial! Let us dead!
The day is ours. Well done, gentlemen.
After Lord Vader took custody of Princess Leia, we all figured it was just a matter of time before she coughed up the plans. Many of us had been unwilling witnesses to Vader's powers of persuasion in the past. The thought of a pampered little princess resisting his terrible will was inconceivable. When the Death Star was destroyed, about half of the 501st Legion was still in the hangar getting into their ships. Of those who made it out, another third were caught in the explosion. I'd fought with some of those men for over 20 years. Afterwards, those of us that survived hooked up with a nearby Imperial fleet making a retaliatory strike on the rebels' base on Yavin 4. It wasn't the best thought-out plan, but we were cut off from our leaders, tired and operating on instinct. If not for our training, we probably would have never gotten past their orbital defenses.
All second stage pilots, on deck.
Their heavy transports are trying to go around us. Destroy them before they can jump to hyperspace.
We are under attack. This is not a drill. Lead the forward. You've got a fighter on your tail. Help them fly.
The rebels are attempting to send their forces off to wreak havoc in other parts of our galaxy. Destroy them.
Beginning my attack run.
pilots are harassing our fighters. Show them no mercy. To make the jump to hyperspace, they'll rip right through us. Clear their fighters out and be quick about it. We haven't any time to spare.
You've got a bomber on your tail. Careful, there's a recon bomber on your stick.
Clear a path for our frigates to cover you. Use a TIE bomber to destroy their heavy turrets.
Take down that fire.
jump if they haven't any engines.
Attack that bomber!
dispatch the 501st to the planet's surface. Yavin 4 will fall before the day is done.
And so the battle over Yavin came to an end. I'm told we destroyed hundreds of rebel ships that day. Even if it had been thousands, it wouldn't have made up for the Death Star. By the time we landed on Yavin, whatever shock we'd felt at the destruction of the Death Star had been replaced by anger. For months we treated the rebellion like a disobedient child, only to be repaid for our tolerance with treachery on an unimaginable scale. Frankly, I don't remember much of the fighting. I guess we won.
Okay, you all know the mission. The rebel base is located in that ancient temple over there. Our first job is to take the rebel command post located in the ruins of that stone fountain just ahead. Objective is to capture the command post under the viaduct. Gather your forces. It'll be a tough slog.
Blasters!
Done. Now rush the reflecting pool. It will make a good staging area for the assault of the temple. Counterattack could start at any second. Defend the reflecting pool with all your might. time to breach the security door on the temple. A unique breaching bomb has been left at the point marked on your map. Retrieve the bomb from its drop-off location and place it near the temple security door. The bomb has a 10-second timer, so you better start running as soon as you set it.
I want those rebels dead.
Somebody take out that turret! Preparing vehicle, hold on.
There they are. Decapitate the rebel command.
Take out that rebel scum! Exiting
Vengeance is ours, men. The spirits of our fallen brothers will sleep soundly tonight.
After the battle, the surviving members of the 501st finally caught their breath. The Empire had taken the rebels' best shot and come up standing. Now, it was our turn to strike. No one ever complained about the cold on Hoth. We never felt it. Even though we were blinded by blizzards, we could see the final end of the rebellion in our blaster sights. Was it only a mirage, perhaps? But on that day, on that planet, our blood ran hot with dreams of victory, melting the ice that stood in our way.
There is no tomorrow, men. Today we crush the rebellion once and for all. You know the orders. Destroy the shield generator in preparation for Lord Vader's arrival. Next, focus all efforts on preventing the final transport ship from lifting off. We'll begin by taking over their Outlook command post. Move out. Commence attack on the shield generator. The AT-ATs will take point on the attack. Protect them at all costs. Generator has been reduced to rubble. Ready the ground troops for the assault on Echo Base. Take out the security console in the command center to gain access to the back hangar. We must destroy the final transport before it can escape. Excellent work, Lieutenant. I'll inform Lord Vader.
What is thy bidding, my master?
The rebel shields are deactivated. Moving on to capture the back hangar in preparation for our assault on the rebels' transport ship.
Friendly fire! They're flanking us!
almost had that rebel scum. An orbital strike beacon has been placed in the hangar for you. Acquire the beacon and place it under the transport ship. Command will use the coordinates from the beacon to launch a massive attack from above. Failure is not an option.
I want those rebels dead!
Now protect the beacon while we lock in your current position.
It's Vader!
Coordinates confirmed. Vacate the area immediately. Our attack on the transport will begin momentarily.
They're trying to spike us!
As the rebels fled, the 501st gathered around a burning bunker and let out a cheer that shook the stars. The rebellion was done. The Death Star was being rebuilt bigger than ever. Order had finally returned to the galaxy, in no small part due to the efforts of the fighting men of the 501st.
He's a burning Death Star, the flame won't die. On the twin suns he rules the sky.